Joe Hopkins here, and look what I got. I got a new guitar, right? Here's the thing. I have mentioned this brand recently, and I thought I'd go ahead and check them out, right? Because I had a couple bucks. So what do you think? What guitar do you guys think is in this big old box? Let me move it over here. There we go. Right? So let's get this open and find out. This is a single box. You know how some guitars are double boxed? This is just a single one. Got it on Amazon, right? If that gives you any hints. Not as good with my left hand there with the knife. Let's see what we got here. There, I want to get that in the camera. And let's pull this off of here. And toss it to the side. Fairly decent packaging, pretty standard stuff, right? Let's see. It's in the foam there. Nice and safely cushioned in foam. So let's see, you can get a bit of a look there. Bit of a look-see. Let's see. We got the standard, Allen wrench for making adjustments. I'll put that right over there. Now, we got this wrapping. There's a wrap, a wrappity wrap. It's all wrapped up. See what we got. An IYV. That's right. I'll let you guys take a look at that. Today, I'm just doing the unboxing. I'm going to unbox and give you my first impressions. I will be doing a full review on this guitar in the near future, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, now I noticed right off the bat, they did not put that little foam piece on the selector switch, but the switch seems to be okay, right? Make sure everything's, that could use a little bit of tightening. The selector switch thing is, well, it's a little bit loose and it's a little bit funky there. Feels like it works, but I'll have to definitely tighten that down. That ain't quite right. Let's see. Knobs feel good. I can tell you one thing. Two of these knobs stick up kind of far. They, yeah, right off the bat, they stick up kind of far. The frets aren't bad, but they do stick out at the ends a little bit. Just a bit. That could use a touch of fret work. Right? This is just my impressions right out of the box. Seems to be a rather flat neck. The neck feels good. The frets feel good, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible. They stick out just a tad. This guitar was $180. I'll put a link in the description below. As you can see, it's a nice green color. It's supposed to be like flamed, kind of. You know, it's not a huge flame. In the camera, it looks like one side's darker than the other, but when you turn it, it's not. It's just the way the light's catching it. Right? Set neck. For 180 bucks, you know, is it in tune? No, it's been detuned for shipping, which is normal. Tuning pegs feel good. You know, the knobs are on good. Just two of them stick up a little bit off the body. Nothing huge. That's all just minor fit and finish things. Oh, here's that plastic. Yeah, gotta peel that off of the pickups. So yeah, let me just, you know, get an idea. Out of tune, of course, a little bit, but I don't know. It's pretty decent. It's got binding around it. Let's see. A little rough spot there. There's a little rough spot on the binding in one place. Just right there. Binding up the neck. Let's see. It's got some Korean lettering on the truss rod cover. You know, give you a look at that. It says IYV. Decent looking headstock. Now, I was interested in this mostly because IYV stands for Inyan Vina, and they also make Wolf guitars. Now, I bought a Wolf guitar, and when I got it, that thing is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But it's also $450. So I wanted to see, what do you get from IYV for less than half that, right? This was 180 bucks. Now, prices on Amazon for these kind of fluctuate. When I first looked at this, it was like 160 couple dollars, like 165. And when I bought it, it had gone up to about 170 with, I think it was with tax, it was like 180. So you got to figure tax. It's if you have Prime, I think it's free shipping on Amazon. I got free shipping, but I did have to pay tax on it. And I can't find too much wrong with this, honestly. Yeah, when they make guitars for Wolf, right? They go to All-in-One Guitars, and those guys do a setup on it. And from what I can tell so far with this, with a little bit of fretwork, like what they would do at All-in-One Guitars on your setup, this seems like it'd be pretty good. Now, it says it has the Destiny CNC wound pickups, right? Which are the same brand of pickups that are in Wolf and AIO guitars. So I thought it might be worth seeing if the Destiny pickups in this are as good as the Destiny pickups in the Wolf. Now, I found a crack in the finish. Right on the back. Yep, it's cracked through the clear coat all the way down to the wood. Not a big crack. I don't know if you can see that right there. Not a huge deal. I'll probably, you know, just playing it, do worse than that. You kind of expect it to be a little bit, you know, you want perfection out of the box, right? You just bought a guitar, even at 180 bucks. You don't want to see things like that. Crack in the finish. I'll let it go because it was a $180 guitar. So, you know, what level of quality do you get for 180 bucks? It says QC pass, so it passed their quality control with that. I don't know if that happened in shipping. That always could have happened in shipping, but the box is undamaged, right? So it's not like the box got beat up. So I'm guessing it went in the box like that. And like I said, the frets are good. They could be a touch better. I'm not saying they're bad. They're not as good as my Wolf, but they're about as good as a, let's say, like a Firefly. In fact, this feels a lot like a Firefly, to be honest with you. And it looks like I'm probably going to have to adjust the pickups a little bit. More than likely, you know, intonation, that kind of stuff. Basic setup stuff, obviously, because unlike my Wolf, you know, Inyan Vina sends the Wolf guitars to All-in-One, and All-in-One does a setup. So they haven't done a setup on this, so I got to do the setup. So I will do a setup on this, take a look over it a little bit here, and do a review on it, right? Of course, you know, like I said, I'm giving you my first impressions out of the box. I don't want to do a review on it right now because I haven't really gotten to play with it much and see what it's like. It's a little unfair. You know, I got to take a look at it, muck around with it a little bit, get an idea before I review it. But to give you an idea of what it's like out of the box, it was shipped pretty good. It got here in a couple of days. Not bad at all. I mean, hey, I can't complain. I think it was like 4 days. So now that's through Amazon. Apparently you can order guitars from Inyan Vina on their eBay store. They have an eBay store, and from what I've heard, that takes a while to get, and the shipping is kind of high, but it's coming from Vietnam, you know? I wanted to take a look at this because it's easy, being Amazon. Taking a look at these frets here, making sure nothing's poking up. They look pretty good. I mean, time will tell. But overall, they look pretty solid. The neck seems pretty solid. I don't see any cracks or breaks there at the headstock or the neck joint. Nothing like that. That one crack on the back of the finish, that's a little upsetting. I would imagine, you know, a retailer would probably sell this as a B stock or something, you know? Yeah, I need to... trying to get that just hand tight at least. Yeah, I'll have to tighten that down a little bit. But mostly, for the most part, it seems pretty good. Pretty good stuff, right? So I'm going to take a look over this thing a little bit better. Maybe open up the back cavities, take a look in there. And, you know, we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, I might go ahead and do that right now. So right here, it's gonna jump to to me taking a look. Okay. Alrighty. All right. So I got my camera set up here. We're gonna take a look. Open the back of this up. Take a look what we got here. Don't want to lose any screws. I'm assuming it should be pretty standard stuff. But I guess we'll see. I don't normally just immediately open up the guitar, but I feel like it. Something tells me, open it up. Take a look. Take a look-see. And we'll see what we got. So let's pry it up there. There we go. Alrighty. Looks like, let me get this over here. Looks like some pretty standard stuff there. You have your, you have some, let's see here. Soldering's a touch messy. There's some wires going here and there. Not sure what these are for. Maybe that's so you can plug something else in later. I don't know. I'll have to find out later. Oh, that's the twist tie. They got it all twist tied nice in here. I was like, that looks like a wire. Nope, that's the twist tie. So they got it nice and clean. So that's good. You got that, I guess that's shielding paint. Right? You got the wire going there to the plug, to the jack. It's all routed pretty standard. All looks pretty good. Back of the thing's shielded. It's shielded nice, so that should be pretty good. Let me move the camera around and we'll take a look in the other one. All right, let's take a look in this here cavity. Cavity. It's like a body cavity, but it's, you know. Yeah, in that first control cavity there, I like the shielding. That's not half bad. That's nice. Some companies don't do any shielding, so... you know, cheap guitar, anything you get is kind of a bonus. Let's see. Got some of that little shiny shielding in there. It's shield painted in there. Switch looks good. Everything's hooked up right. That looks good to me if you ask, you know, if you ask my opinion. I think that looks like it ought to play pretty good. Alrighty then. So yeah, that's my unboxing. Decent guitar for 180 bucks if you ask me. And, you know, you guys should check out the next video. Hit subscribe. You'll see it when it shows up. And I love you guys, all right? Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.